On May 18, 2011, Tennessee's Governor Bill Haslam signed a law prohibiting the transmission or display of an image that is likely to frighten, intimidate, or cause emotional stress to anyone who sees it. In Tennessee, it is already illegal to use other methods of communication, such as telephones or email, to offend someone. The new law updates legislation to include images sent or posted online. However, the scope of this law is broader in that anyone who sees the image is a potential victim. If a court finds that a violator should have known that someone would be offended by the image in question, they face up to a year in prison or up to $2,500 in fines, applicable to any and all age groups.
Reverend Bill Morris.
Let me just say I appreciate the work you are doing. I want to read one verse from the prophet Amos, chapter 3, verse 8.
Call for the next bill, Mr. Clerk.
Madam Speaker, that completes the regular calendar.
Next order.
Madam Speaker, the House has a message calendar.
Call up the first message.
Madam Speaker, members, this is on message calendar number 1. House Bill 300 by Representative Curtis. Madam Speaker, I'm directed to return to the House House Bill 300. The Senate substituted the House bill for the Senate bill, adopted Amendments 1 and 2, and passed House Bill 300 as amended. Madam Speaker, the House is ready to take action on Senate Amendment 1 and 2.
Representative Curtis, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move to concur in the Senate amendments.
Representative Curtis moves to concur with Senate Amendment number 1 and 2, properly seconded. Discussion on the amendments. Objection to the Representative Hensley.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Could you just explain what this amendment's doing now?
Yes, sir. One of the amendments took the dollar penalty out of it and made it all public service. The original bill, it could be a $100 fine and 20 hours of public service, and one of the Senate amendments actually made that 30 hours of public service with no monetary fine. And then the second amendment narrowed the language. It made the bill, as I recall, you debated against the bill when I had it on the floor. It narrowed the scope of the bill. The second amendment did. It weakened the bill, but that's the only way I could pass it in the Senate.
Further discussion? Any objection to the question? Representative Miller.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just one question. Sponsor yield.
I yield.
Representative Curtis, is this bill targeted against any particular age group?
No, sir.
Okay. So it encompasses any and everyone.
That's correct.
You know, elementary, high school students, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, adults.
Adults, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, and I can foresee students. That's the first thing I thought about, how students use the electronic systems, and sometimes they can get carried away. I mean, they text now like nobody's business. So I can foresee some instances where a lot of kids can pretty much get in trouble unintentionally, but, you know, just wanted to know that. Okay, thank you.
Representative Pitts.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move previous question.
Previous question has been called for. Is there objection? Seeing none, all those in favor of Senate Amendment 1 and 2 vote aye when the bell rings. Those opposed vote no. Has every member voted? Does any member wish to change their vote? Take the vote, Mr. Clerk.
Ayes 92, 3 noes, 1 present not voting.
Senate Amendment numbers 1 and 2 having received a constitutional majority, I hereby declare it concurred in. Without objection, a motion to reconsider is tabled. Next message, Mr. Clerk.
House Bill 600 by Chairman Cassidy. Madam Speaker, I'm directed to return to the House Bill 600. The Senate substituted the House bill for the Senate bill.